Welcome back, students. Now let us in this video we will learn how to create the drawings of all the parts of an assembly in a single drawing sheet. For that you need to first open a either isometric or isometric drawing draft. Then you need to change the drawing sheet size to A4, then fit it, then make the background sheet visible and working sheet non-visible. Fit this also. Now let us delete these lines. This much we will delete because we want to create a simple title block, not this complicated title block. So let us draw a line here of maybe any dimension. Let it be any other dimension. So let us move this side. We will change this dimension to 70 mm, then this dimension to 44 mm. Okay, then let us move this line and join here. For that, select extend next. It is extended. Then take one more line and let it join. Let us make this also to join. Okay, now let us delete these dimensions. We don't need these dimensions. This should be actually 70. Should be 70. Okay, this should also be 70. Okay, now it's 70. So let us now delete. Once the dimensions are adjusted, let us delete these dimensions. We don't need. So here we will write some simpler identification texts. Select this. So make sure that this is phi, and then click here. Then type the name of this drawing. That is, make the caps lock on parts of knuckle joint. Knuckle joint. And then with dimension. With dimensions. Maybe you can have some other like all dimensions are in mm, like that. You can have whatever you want. Make this dimension central justified like this. So let us also type something here like government polytechnic move this to center, then make this centrally aligned like this. So you can create any thing like any simpler title block like this. You can also have all the dimensions are in mm like that, all instructions, scale, such things you can put here. But for the simplicity, I have not put all those things. Now we'll go to view, then make the working sheet on and the background sheet off. So now it's okay. Now we will import the parts. So first let us import the parts. Go to home, click view wizard, and navigate to your folder where you have stored all your parts. So I have stored in this knuckle joint. Let us first take the fork end part because that is the major part. So I have got it here. So you can have 3 different views of it like this. So the scale is a little bit bigger. It is 1:1. Let us make it 1:2, because we need to fit still more parts here. So for that reason, we'll we'll reduce the scale, and we'll move the parts nearer to each other, because we have to put still many other parts. So now let us first dimension these things. One of the convention is, as much as possible you have to keep all the vertical dimensions for this sketch, and then all the diametrical and at the top level dimensions has to be in the top view. In the side view, all the side view related dimensions should be in this view. So first let us take this smart dimension. Now let us dimension this, then dimension this, then dimension this. Okay, now let us dimension this. This is R13, then dimension this. This is R30, then dimension this. This is like this. Now what we will do is, we'll move these dimensions a little bit, dimensional these things, because they are not clearly visible. Okay, so we can move this a little bit. Okay, like this. Then we'll also dimension this thing. This is 40. Okay, now okay, then let us have this dimension also. So you can keep those dimensions here in this direction. Okay, now let us dimension these things. Now let us dimension this. It is showing a radius of 2.4 mm. I think I have created all the dimensions. All the necessary dimensions I have created. So you should not keep your dimensions here on the sketch, but since the available space is much less, we have to keep like this. As much as possible you should not keep. You should have your dimensions out of the sketch. So here let us create such dimensions. Then we need to create this dimension. we need 26. That is what we want. Okay. Right, it is a this dimension we are, I think we already done. And what else we need? I think all the necessary dimensions have been taken care of here. Now let us move one more part here. I think all the dimensions I did. Okay, this dimension, I think, yeah, it is there. Okay, now let us move another part. That once again you have to click view wizard and then go to browse here, and then we have taken 4K. Now we'll go to the eye end part, select this, then open. So let us keep that here. This is the eye end and this is the fork end. So let us make this scale 1:2. Okay, let us move these things closer. Okay, like this. Then we'll go to dimensioning once again. So we have to use the same convention here once again. Then what else you need? You have to get the dimensions. These dimensions. Then let us dimension this. Let us dimension this. Then this is already 20. This is also okay. What else we need? So these dimensions I already did. Okay, then let us dimension this. Let us dimension this. This is all similar to this. What else you need? Okay, then you might okay, that is there on 26. So all the necessary dimensions I think I have done. The overall length is also 125. This is also okay. Now it is time to import one more part. Once again click view wizard here, then go to browse, then let us take the knuckle pin part. So this is your knuckle pin part. We can have one more part like this, but you can also rotate this part. For example, go to sketching, then select this rotate, then select this part, and then with like this you can move anywhere you want. Just go down, rotate this part. Okay, now right. So you can also move this. You can move this down here, and you can move this here. Okay, like this. Then we need to dimension. Go to dimension, take this, then this dimension, and then this dimension, and then now this is already there 10, this is already there 75. Okay, now you need to dimension this and this. It is 8.33. That is not actually the correct thing. Yeah, it is 7.5 maybe. Or you can retrieve the dimensions for this part. Select this, go to this retrieve dimension. Okay, it's okay now. This is actually this dimension. Then you can also dimension this. Okay, you can dimension here. Take the 2 points option here, then this, and then click this. Since it is taper, it is showing some other dimension here at one end. It will show some other dimension here like this. It's obvious. Then one more side, it will show some other dimension. It should show actually 4.5 here. Now it is showing 4.98. It's okay. So we have dimensioned all the things here of the pin. Then we'll import one more part. Go to home. So we'll browse. We have now taken pin. Then we'll have the collar here. Collar. Open. Okay. So reduce the scale of this to 1:2. So it's now okay. You can keep this here, or make these things nearer like this. Then dimension these things. Dimension this thing. Yeah, now you can see here it is 5. I think we have put all the dimensions. Maybe this width we should have to create, but it actually at the center it is 5. Here also it is 5. And then okay, let us, it is 2.5, right? So let us move this dimension a little bit outside so that it is clearly visible like this. Now fit. So now we have taken one more part here. Should not get this, so let us delete this. Let us have principal view of this. Yeah, now it's right. Dimension this. That is done. That is 5, we know, but we want different dimension. Yeah, we want this dimension. You can move this little bit this side because the dimensions are a little bit overlapping. Okay. Now I think everything is over. We have to once again import one more part, that is pin. So we'll once again go to view wizard and we'll import that. Taper pin we have to import. This part we have to import. So you can keep that somewhere here or here, wherever you want. So this thing scale is too much bigger, make it 1:2. Yeah, that's right. So let us move this here. Yeah, this is your pin. Let us dimension this also. it should be actually taper, but I have not created taper, it seems. So that means that this dimension should be 5 and this should be around 4.98, but in this diagram I have not created any taper pin, but it should be a taper. Okay, you can also create this dimension and you can also create this dimension. It should be 4.98 if it is taper. Since in this diagram I forgot to create a taper pin, it is showing both the sides equal. Okay, anyhow, this is how you can create all the parts of a assembly drawing into a single drawing sheet. Thank you, students.